Well, hey there folks, and welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here. You know what, we're cracking on with the beer reviews today, so we're going to do another. If you have just found this channel, then as I say at the beginning of every video, please like, share and subscribe right here. It's the Hop House with like hoppy beer, with like good house music. Going to put some more stuff up on the house music side, probably next week. But we're doing beer reviews right now. So I had the wonderful pleasure of reviewing a couple of the new Aldi beers. We're end of March 2021 now, and it was their Hop Foundry range. I did the grapefruit one, I did the double IPA, don't know what I was thinking. So now I'm going to look at some of the Tesco range, and this is not a virgin beer review, so I have had this beer before, and it's probably my pick of the bunch that I've had so far from the Tesco range. So the Tesco range came out sort of probably beginning of March 2020, and they were, 440ml cans that were £2.40 each. They're available in a 4-pack for £8. Or if you've got a Tesco club card, the individual cans are £2, same price as the multi-packs. Okay, so what beer am I talking about? I'm talking about this one. This is probably one of my favourite breweries, especially on the craft beer side, and from Yorkshire. From a town called Hebden Bridge. So it's Vocation Brewery, and it is their, I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly, Tr-hopical. A lot of people will say Tr-hopical, Tr-hopical, there's no I there. You've got to say it in a Yorkshire accent, it's tropical. Actually, if you say it in a Yorkshire accent, you probably just say tropical and drop the H. It is a double dry hopped pale ale, and if you see on the bottom there, it says, if my camera will focus in on it, HBC 630. So this is a brand new hop that hasn't even been given a name yet. It's still just got like a chemical-y number type thing. It's a very lovely looking, multicoloured, funky looking can with a massive green hop on the front. £2.40 a can, or £2 if you've got a Tesco club card, or 4-pack for £8. Right then, let's get it out into the glass and get on the old appearance. 5.7% the ABV. Apologies, didn't tell you that. So 5.7%. It looks very similar to their Hop, Skip and Juice, if you've had that before. It looks a very similar looking can. It's identical in the ABV, and it's the same brewery. So I'm hoping it's going to be as nice as that. Funnily enough, I've not reviewed that on the channel, so I will have to review that on the channel. Right, so we hold that up to the glass, hold the glass up to the camera. Now we're talking your sort of hazy beers, so maybe your New England style beers. We've done a couple of the New England IPAs and pale ales on the channel. It's cloudy, it looks yellowy to orange, white head on top, hazy, cloudy. So in that case, you're probably thinking it's unfiltered, it's unfined, it's probably got the sediment and things like that inside the can. I'm just trying to see if I can see any floating about. Looks pretty good. Now, I have to say, as I said a little bit earlier, just at the start of the video, Vocation are one of my favourite breweries. We had, me and my partner, we went to a friend of ours' wedding in a little town called Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire, and it just so happened to be where Vocation Brewery are from. And we were there for 2 nights. The first night we just went round a couple of bars and that, a couple of pubs, some proper Yorkshire pubs, and they sold proper Yorkshire bitter. And then we ended up, the last place we went just so happened to be the Vocation tap room, and it was sensational. I had some of their own beer, and then I think I had this, it was all lined up on the wall at keg beers, and I think I had this crazy imperial stout, something or other, God knows what, at the end, that was an espresso stout, and it was divine. Big fan of Vocation Brewery, big fan of Hebden Bridge. If you ever get the chance, go to Hebden Bridge. It's one of those small towns that doesn't have anything chain owned. You won't find a Starbucks, a Costa, or a McDonald's there. There's a co-op, but apart from that, everything's independent. They've got independent butchers and bakers and candlestick makers. So yeah, check out Hebden Bridge. Right then, going to get the old aroma now, so we're going to give it a whiff, see what we can sniff. that's tropical fruit in abundance. I know they call it the Tr-hopical. It smells like a summer day. It smells very sort of mango-y, pineapple, bit of lychee, limey, grapefruit, watermelon. It smells bloody lovely. It smells absolutely fantastic. So, gonna give it a whirl. Get it on down the gullet. So we're gonna bottoms up, down the old hatchet. Oh, oh my word! Oh. Vocation have done it again. They've done it again. Do these guys just not make a bad beer or what? Now, a couple of the beer groups that I'm in on Facebook have sort of had a love-hate relationship with this beer. I know, I think I saw one beer reviewer, it's out there on the old land of YouTube, saying that this beer is a bit of a mess. As I said, it's not. I got so excited by this beer when I went to Tesco that I was watching the footy. I'm a Liverpool fan for my sins, and I had a can of this while I was watching the game, and I was like, oh my god, you know, I was looking forward to it because I really like Vocation Brewery, and I was like, what are people going on about? This is sensational, it's amazing. So, what am I getting from this? This is like a day on the beach in the Caribbean. That's what this is like. So, in terms of your flavour, you are getting tropical fruits in abundance. You're getting your mangoes and your pineapple and your grapefruit and all that wonderful goodness that you'd probably expect from an American style hopping. Now, I don't know a lot about this hop, this HBC 630 or 630 or 360? 630. But what it does do, and this is where the beer gets really nice and quite different, is you then get, and that's what you get on the aftertaste, so you get boom, hit on the tongue with a bit of sweet and sour at the same time from your tropical fruit, your mango, your passion fruit, not passion fruit, mango, pineapple, grapefruit, maybe a bit of watermelon, all that kind of thing. Then a little bit of sweetness, and it comes to the back of the tongue to end up with is of a banana or a plantain sort of taste, which is quite different for a beer. Apart from the banana bread beer I've had, I've not really had much where you get like a banana-y taste. But that has it at the end, and you know what, it rounds it off really well. I could drink a lot of that, I really could. That is absolutely sensational. Vocation have smashed it out of the park again. Buzzing for this. Absolutely great. Get to Tesco, get some of this. So on the back, they're tropical. It says a playful pale with an experimental edge. Bask in the aroma of sweet fruits and berries, and a lip-smacking wave of zingy citrus. Soak up subtle hints of cherry and banana, all courtesy of the brand new HBC 630 hop variety. Hop to it. Tells you a bit more about the beer, the brewery there as well. We brew bold beers, but that's on all of their cans, so I won't read that because I've probably read it before. That is bloody lovely. I know some people have not really been a big fan of it, but maybe it's the banana and the aftertaste, I'm not sure. But I will be going back to I don't usually shop in Tesco, I'll be honest with you. So I'm an Aldi shopper. I'm a Yorkshireman, I'm a cheap arse, right? So I'm an Aldi shopper, and I do a lot of the big shops and stuff in Aldi. But I'm also a blue light card holder, so I do like to go Morrison's, because out of the big four supermarkets, Morrison's is my favourite. I like their Market Street stuff, I like their meat and their pies and stuff like that, because I'm a fatty, so I like pies. But in terms of the beer, Morrison's are great for the beer selection that they have both in real ales and craft beers. So I don't tend to go to Tesco a lot. Tesco is actually the nearest supermarket to where I live, but I just find it expensive and I don't think their food's that fantastic. Sorry, Tesco. But I have to say, the craft beer that they have in Tesco is well worth a visit if you're doing like a beer shop, a beer hall, and that I would put in my trolley every time I went. Brilliant. £2.40 a can, £2 with a club card. Vocation, Tr-hopical. Vocation, do it again. Out the park. Don't know what that was supposed to be. That was almost like a returning tennis than a baseball hit, but there you go, you know what I mean. Love it, love it, love it, love it. 2 thumbs up from me. I'd give it more if I had more hands. Go get some. It's sensational. I've got more of the Tesco beers to review on another day, and I'm going to call it a day for today. Thank you very much for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you again for the next one. Ciao for now, people.